Muncie Access Television, Channel 60, presents Muncie News Updates. This week's news from City Hall.
First, thank you for everybody for being here today. This is a very significant day for the city of Muncie and our continuing partnership with the Arc of Indiana to bring a hotel and a training center for people with disabilities to our community in a way that just 3 years ago I don't think anybody could have ever imagined would have been a possibility, not just for Muncie but for the state of Indiana. Kim Dotson's here with me and Jill Vaught with the Arc of Indiana, and they have an announcement they'd like to make on their general managing partner in going forward and heading into what we hope is going to be a very, very exciting October. So I will turn it over to Kim for right now.
Great. Thank you, Mayor Tyler. Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for being with us this afternoon. The Arc of Indiana is very pleased to announce that we have chosen that General Hotel Corporation will be the manager and operator of the teaching hotel that will be built next year in downtown Muncie. We are very pleased that when we started the process of looking for an operator and manager for the teaching hotel, that we were looking for a partner that not only had the expertise and the success in running hotels, but we also wanted a partner who embraced the mission of the Arc of Indiana, who knew that people with developmental disabilities could be good, hardworking people in the hospitality industry, somebody who would work alongside of us as we built our training institute. When we started the process of looking for an operator, we had a lot of different companies that were very interested in partnering with us. But we knew that General Hotels, being an Indiana-based company, being a family-led business, and being a business that also treated their employees like family, that they were really the partner that we wanted to be with. We know that they will be a good partner to us. We know that they will be a good partner for the community of Muncie, and we look forward to a very long, healthy, and successful relationship with them.
Thank you. I'd like to recognize a couple other people that are here today before we turn it over to the General Hotels to make a few comments. I'd like to recognize first Jill Vaught and Joanne McKinney with the Horizon Convention Center, and Vicki Veach is back in the back of the room with the Muncie Downtown Development Partnership. I have to tell you and I think Kim would agree with me that I've actually worked these ladies' fingers to the bone getting to where we're at today, and this has been just a fantastic partnership that started in January of 2012. And to be very honest with you, it even started in November of 2011, but the official discussions began in January of 2012. So in saying that, what I'd like to do now is allow Kim to introduce her partners and let them say a few words, and then my best guess is somewhere after that, Jim, we'll take some questions. So
that'd be fine.
Yeah.
Okay. So leading General Hotel is Jim Dora, who is the president and CEO of General Hotel. Glenn Brooks is also with General Hotels as vice president, and then Michelle, and I don't know Michelle, is also with the General Hotels team and will be helping us with our marketing as we move forward.
Okay. Jim?
We are very, very excited to have been chosen by the Arc of Indiana. We feel it's a great honor to be able to work with this group and help fulfill their mission of assisting people with developmental disabilities receive the training that they need in a real world situation where they can come in, learn their training, learn a job, and then be able to go back to their communities and be much more self-sufficient and be more of a part of their community and have them have that ability to go and succeed in their community. So it's just really a unique opportunity for us, and we're just thrilled to be a part of it.
Thank you, Jim.
I don't have anything to add. I totally agree with Jim. And we're ready to get to work.
You're very smart. Yes. Jill, would you have anything that you'd like to say? Jill Jill's just Jill. She's fantastic at what she does.
I think Kim summed it up. We are so fortunate in this project to have the partners that we have, from Mayor Tyler to Joanne and Vicki and the entire Muncie community. We have just been blessed, and every decision that gets made, every partnership that gets formed, just makes us more sure that this is the right place to be and the right thing to do. So we were thrilled when General Hotels said that they would come on board with us, and we know moving forward this is going to be great.
Thank you. And real quickly too, again, before we open it up to questions, just to reiterate on exactly what Jill is saying, the Muncie community and in Delaware County, from the foundations to the private sector and areas and that, I cannot begin to emphasize the positive partnership that all of them have brought to the table, wanting to be a part of moving this forward for our community. They realize the importance of this as a hotel and the importance of that to downtown Muncie, but I also think that they realize that this is an opportunity. With what the hotel will do is the hotel, but what the training center will do will give Muncie and the Arc of Indiana an opportunity to provide services and opportunities to people with disabilities. Again, like I said, 3 years ago, nobody could imagine. And if you look at what all of our foundations missions are today, it is about quality of life and quality of place, and I think that's why, along with the city of Muncie, that they want to be such an important part and parcel of this. So, be glad to open it up to Joanne. Do you have anything to say as far as the convention center?
Just, we're delighted to have a hotel partner that we know we can work with, that treats their employees like family. That was a very important factor in this decision, and I appreciate that I was allowed to be a part of that process, and we got to have a vote at the table in terms of just giving advice and hearing advice. And I've been around Glenn Brooks for several years now, and I think he was one of the first people I went to talk to when we were putting together our proposal for a hotel.
Thank you.
We asked him for his advice on what should be included in that. So I've been talking to him for 6 years. glad to have you on board.
We knew we'd end up here.
Well, thank you, Joanne. And before we open it up to questions from anybody in the audience, I would like to recognize some other people that are here today that have been very supportive in this as it's moved forward with some issues that have came up in front of the city council. But Nora Powell's here with Muncie City Council, and Doug Marshall, Muncie City Council, and Julius Anderson with the Muncie City Council. And I can tell you they're all very excited to work with the partners in the Arc of Indiana in moving this project forward.
Thank you.
Be glad to open it up to any.
Jim or Kim, either one, what's the timetable now for an announcement of the flag, the brand for the hotel, and some particulars as far as, I don't know, what's the current thinking as far as number of rooms and things like that?
Number of rooms is probably right around 150. And we are working on an application now for a franchise. Hope to submit that by October 1st and hope to have an announcement by early November.
And groundbreaking still planned for?
March of 2014.
To completion by?
Early summer of 2015.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
We
Is there any
think
news yet on the parking issue down there? There's been a lot of talk about just what kind of parking we're going to see.
I don't think that's going to be an issue at all, Rick, going forward. As soon as they have a better understanding on who their flag is going to be, along with their architects and engineers, we will very quickly then sit down and we'll work out whatever ideas and that we need to work out to make sure that we have ample parking down there, not just for the hotel, but for what we think is going to be just a tremendous increase in convention and tourism business in that area. So that there's always challenges when you're moving forward into an old downtown district like we have in downtown Muncie, but all of those challenges will be very easily overcome. Just met earlier today with the Muncie Sanitary District to look at their new drawings for downtown Muncie for future drainage ideas and that down there, to where the day that this hotel opens up with all the other new initiatives that we have going on downtown, the city of Muncie will be greatly poised in the downtown area for any type of future development that we need.
Is there still some consideration for a parking garage?
Well, I'm sure that there probably will be, Keith, but a lot of that, I can let Jim or Glenn or Kent talk about that. That, I'm sure, will all play into however the new partner with the hotel is and that, and what we decide on how many parking spaces we're going to need compared to the number of rooms and that. But that's not a challenge that won't be easily overcome.
What about construction on the project? You're going to be assurances that there will be some local people put to work to build this facility?
Absolutely. As we move forward with our architect, who is Schmidt Associates from Indianapolis, we will be utilizing the workforce here in Muncie to build the hotel.
And I might add that that is something that the Arc of Indiana brought with them from day one, is that everything that they could do here to have the Muncie community be a part of this project from beginning to end. They've given me their word on that, and the Arc of Indiana's word is good with me.
None of you have asked about the selection process, but if I may add to that.
Yeah, and somebody does need to answer that, so, yeah.
Yeah, the ARC went through quite a process, and we're really happy because it got down to 3 very qualified companies, and General Hotels was chosen because of a lot of reasons that Kim already mentioned, but I think one of the things that we all need to keep in mind is they're an Indiana company, and that was important to all of us as well in this project, because I think they get who we are as Hoosiers, and who we are as Munsonians, and who we are as how we care about people. So that's a big reason they were the front runner.
And Kim and I were just talking, if you're interested, you could go on Schmidt and Associates website and see some of the projects that they've been involved in Indianapolis and throughout the Midwest are just fantastic projects.
They've been very involved with Ball State University.
Yeah.
Do you have a rendering or any kind of a illustration yet of what this is going to look like?
We don't, really, until we choose our franchise, that they will bring their own standards as to what it should look like. We have a conceptual model that is only that. So again, by early November, we will have a much closer rendering of what the hotel will look like.
Anybody have any other questions? Any other comments?
Let's get to work.
Let's get to work. I'd like to thank everybody for coming out. Thank you.